你第4个丹田练法跟第6个聚气法就混的这样问。那你每次都说以意导气，对不对？
对。
那一开始吸气的时候呢，我们就吸进去，那就膝胀腹腰背这样子，1/3。
腹腰肾。
腰肾。
对。
那个时候你就可以用你的意来导你的气，那气就从鼻孔进来，这样子你就这种感觉 ，OK， 像鼻孔到腹部，然后丹田呼吸法由会阴到丹田。
对。
那这样子的路线呢？你是这个 pathway， 你是要同时吗？同时进行吗？
吸啊，对啊，吸啊。吸的时候跟吐的时候都是在动啊。你是讲第几个？第2个对不对？
我是讲第2个，第2个呢？
对，从会阴到气海，就是吸呼就一直在想以意那个导他的气啊，对。
对。
呀。
可是我每次来做这个以意来导气的时候，我脑子里会想气从鼻孔这样子。
哦，你已经要想到你的意已经要在你的从气海到会阴到气海了，不要再想别的了。
那开始的时候，你从鼻孔进来的时候，你就没有意，就不要想啦，什么都不想啦。而且
记得我讲过气 air，once you know the air， 不要想 air 了。
OK。Air
we're not talking about the air anymore. The qi is the internal energy.
这个丹田只想你的意只是集中在这个2个点上啊。
Yes. When you regular 24 hours you do your breathing, you never thought about that where's the air come in, right?
那我在想说，你到了丹田的时候，你要分1/3，可是你的丹田还是 same size 吗？没有减少分到别的地方吗？
Which one?
丹田的气。
Which one?
When you say 1/3 go to the 腹部，然后再 1/3 to the 腰 1/3 to the
to the kidney. Yes, yeah. Expand. Yeah.
OK， 因为你的气还是不停的有灌进来，所以你的丹田不会分出去变小了，不会。
不会 ，no. Yeah, continue expand. Of course, then when you the second 1/3, you are focusing on the expanding of your waist. Then the last, so your丹田 still expanding a little bit, right? Yeah.
那个会减少吗？会 decrease the size?
No. As you expanding, you will not decrease. Only until when you exhale. When you exhale, it will decrease. You will contract.
那还有一点就是说，当那个你呼气的时候的 pathway 需要从 back 到 waist and abdomen 到丹田 ，right?
Yes.
这样子的 pathway.
Which one? So you are talking about if this is 丹田练法 the number 4, the number 5 归息法 is go back to your 会阴 right?
Right. I'm talking about this 6个聚气法。
Okay, so 6 is different, right? So 6 in the inhale is the same pathway. Inhale, expand, lower ab, waist, and the kidney. Then when you exhale for the number 6, it's called a contracting qi. So 叫做吐句. So when you exhale, you concentrate your qi in your dantian. This time, do not go to 会阴, the perineum, as you exhale. You exhale only end at your dantian, the sea of the qi.
But you started
started from the 会阴.
From inhale, continue to exhale, right?
Yeah, inhale is always from 会阴 so far, right? So the original path. But for number 6, because we are working on try to concentrate your qi, or we call the 句.
Right.
Qi. We use 吐句. Later on we'll have a 吸句. So 吐句. So we want to concentrate our qi. So you end up your exhale at the
丹田. But that moment you said 要提肛, right?
Yes. Yeah, because you build up the pressure. So you have to tighten your anus.
然后
Yes,
relax 一下子，然后到会阴。
Yes. Yeah.
OK， 然后我就是I'm so confused about 这个提纲。
Yeah.
说提纲哈的提纲是 the whole process， 从吸 inhale exhale the whole process 都不要提纲，只有在那个 moment 提。
No. As you exhale, you starting tighten. When you exhale, you start tighten.
OK.
Yes.
好，把它吸气 inhale 的时候都不要啊。
No.
So the whole process about the exhale 都要提纲吗？
What do you mean whole process? Whole process as you exhale, you're starting and gradually tighten. At the end of the exhale, you're most tight.
Okay.
Gradually.
So whole process 的
Yeah. It's not happen just in split second. It's gradually.
所以在聚气的时候也是 more tighten than that go relax.
Okay. So when I say tighten the anus, it will specifically think to tighten that area.
Right.
Of course, yes, yeah. Regularly, when you contract, you feel a little tighter. That's not for me. I don't consider that's Qigong.
Qigong.
That's not. So your whole area, right? Lower ab contract, whole thing. Not specific thinking about tighten the anus. The anus probably will tighten a little bit. That's fine. That's not what I mentioned about the tighten the anus. When you exhale and concentrate your qi, because it will build up. So you have to think that to tighten your anus. Yes. Okay. So actually, that's a good segue to that, because a lot of different type of they focus the tighten the anus a lot. For us, we say that that's just too much. So only when you need it, you do that. Otherwise, it's just you will tighten regularly, not specific to that. So that's why I do not mention that. That's if we really want to say that, that's going to be a little nuance. Say like a Qigong.
Qigong.
Yeah. So I remember that when I mentioned that Qigong and Qigong, then people confused. So when you inhale, your whole inhale or exhale up to now, besides up to first to the fifth, don't think about the tightened anus. When you exhale, the whole lower ab, your DianTian, your waist, your back, your anus will tighten a little bit. That's fine. Average tighten. As a whole tighten. Do not think only the anus. But for number 6, because we're going to 聚气, so concentrate. So and exhale, we need to tighten specifically. Because if you think tighten too much, always that, then you're gonna block your qi in a way. So only needed, then tighten your anus.
So that moment is the 聚气的时候 tighten. That's the only moment.
So far, 聚气. So no. As you exhale, you tighten. Most tighten, right? It's a process. Don't say that it's the moment. It's a exhale, tighten. Finish exhale at the DianTian. Is that clear?
Okay.
Yeah. No. If you have a question, we need to clear that up, and maybe other people is the same thing. So seems you still have questions?
But
you have doubt?
In exhale, okay, the whole procedure, the qi gradually, but that time 的时候意念呢？ How about
it is go from your back, from your kidney, right? So the back go through your waist and then focus on your DianTian.
Right.
It goes to the belt. You gradually, right? So always gradually goes to DianTian. and gradually press to dantian, gradually build up to dantian, and gradually tighten your anus. At the same time, those things happen. I say gradually, 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 right? So 4 things gradually.
In 会阴 to the last step, it gradually come to the 丹田, now 丹田 to 会阴, right? The last step is 丹田 to 会阴.
No. After you, okay. So inhale, no problem, right? Inhale, 西藏扶摇肾, right? So inhale, expand the lower ab, waist, and the kidney. Then for the number 6, it's concentrating to Qi, right? So concentrating Qi. So this time we press, we exhale from your back, go through the beltway to concentrate on your dantian, and at the same time you tighten your anus as a process also. Then finish and your exhale in dantian. After you exhale, that's the end of this inhale and exhale. Then try it again. From inhale from your 会阴.
So that your E, the whole procedure, E just follow the 导这个气, the whole procedure, the pathway. You always use E 导这个气, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, always. Yeah. But why you ask this? This is since it goes without saying, right?
Yeah, the second time you say 丹田, you only think about this, only 直线 only 丹田 to 会阴, 会阴 to 丹田. You only focus 用 E 只 focus 在这个2个点, 2 points.
Yeah.
Right, the second class.
Yeah, the second technique. Yes, yeah.
Okay, but actually the whole thing, you should be a whole thing. You have to use E 导气. Whole thing.
So we use since the second number 2, we started using the E to direct, to move, to concentrate, to press your qi. So there's a different techniques, right? So so don't mess up the number 1 and the number 2 and the 5. Number 2 is one technique.
Right.
Number 3 is another technique.
Okay.
Number 4 is another technique. Number 5 is another technique. Number 6 is another technique. Don't, since you are trying to combine the number 6 with number 2.
Right.
No, don't do that. So number 6 is more advanced. It's based on the number 2 inhale part, and the exhale, the number 6 is different from the number 2. It's doing concentrate your qi, or say qi to qi in your dantian. So concentrate qi in your dantian.
But the basic is number 1. Number 1, number 2. Basic is number 1. 腹式呼吸. They always 腹式呼吸.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Add a little technique.
Yes. Yeah, always is starting adding. Yes. That's the whole. I think I mentioned it before. Is that I like this particular type of Qigong a lot. Is that this way it's very gradually, and everybody, if you try it, you will get it. Not like a lot of they just go there or they even use some external way. That's a little forceful, and that's why there's a possibility that you can get into trouble. But for this, it's very gradually and build upon one after the other, very smooth, and build and grow from yourself. Remember I say that, so this is there's 4 types, right? So among the 23, right, there's 4 types. One is growing. Then once you grow a little bit, you can practice that, so make it more stronger. And then after that, we can go through the path. So go later on, we're gonna go further, longer distance. So that's the 行气, right? And then we will only have one. We call the 用气. That's usage. Remember, this was martial arts from Southern Shaolin, so it was trying to use it. So we do not emphasize on that. We focus on the health benefit, and very gradually. So there's a lot of basic upon the previous one, adding gradually, like that. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Good. Yeah. So don't worry about say that. Don't think that your question is too basic. Sometimes we need to clarify. That's good, because sometimes in the beginning you have those questions. Then up to later on you have a different point of view, and you might have different questions. That's fine. Yeah. So don't feel. I encourage everyone ask basic questions. Yeah, I don't want to up to the later part and suddenly there's some basic misunderstanding. That's bad, right? Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Good. So, any questions? Practicing the. Oh, maybe I should practicing so far. No. Let's see. Okay, so today is the 7th, right?
Yeah.
Who was the question?
Eugene. Yeah, I had a couple of is what I'm doing okay? So one of the things that I found, not throughout the practice, but periodically, if I'm not sleeping, you said the danger of closing eyes is that you might fall asleep. But sometimes I close my eyes kind of to just help focus.
Okay.
Which, if I'm feeling sleepy, then I stop doing that. But it's okay to close the eyes to kind of help visualize the path.
That's right. That's right. That's good. That's why I tell you the reason why I asked you to do this. Right. So if you are not in that trap, then by all means doing that. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. Good. Good. See, that's a good question, right? So because although it's very detailed, I need to tell you the basic path. And then if you go a little sidetrack, go to branch. Some is wrong path. Some is good, allowable in the same direction. Then that's fine. So bring questions so that I can ask you. So that's why in the traditionally we say for especially for Qigong, 入门要口授. So when you want entering the door, you need face to face to talk. So luckily, this is still face to face.
Okay.
That's the idea. Say because face to face, you're very close. You talk about details. You can work on details, questions, and in here remotely, only one thing is that you cannot feel or see my, and I cannot feel yours. That's the missing part. But other than that, ask more questions so that we will not go to the wrong path. Okay.
I had the second question.
Yeah. Okay.
So I forget if it's in this class, in the Wednesday class, I mentioned that I was kind of doing the more basic stuff at the beginning. Yeah. I found that as I'm practicing, the latest technique, sometimes I will kind of subtract the latest one. So just do, let's say, turtle breathing for a few breaths to feel the difference better between what I was doing before and what I'm doing now. Is that okay, or is that bad for some reason to switch?
That's okay. That's okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Actually, this is good because now we have 6 techniques, right? So say forget the first one. So we have 5 techniques, really, right? So how do you distribute your practicing time, right? So subtract the 8 pieces brocade. Now, if you feel that your second, your third is very easy, no problem, then you can say, okay, today I will concentrate on the 4th and 5th. Or I feel 2, 3, 4 5, it's very very smooth. Then maybe I try the 5th a little bit, then concentrate on the 6th. So it's all depending on you. And always say, oh, I think my basic is still not that quite smooth, because the later part based a lot on the basics, say the 2 or 3. So today I spend a lot more time on the 2 and 3. That's fine, right? Only a little bit on the 6. Then hopefully in a couple of days, 2 and 3, 4 is very smooth. Now I focus more on the 6. So those you can start to schedule your time, and of course, because there's more. So remember, I keep saying that I say practice 15 to 30 minutes a day. I did not say 15 minutes a day. I always say 15 to 30 minutes a day. So now you probably need to do a little more than 15 minutes in order to fit into that schedule.
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
I think so.
Okay, good. So new techniques. Then again, so you can try to schedule yours based on your feeling, your trust. So today, tomorrow, you can change freely. Today, okay. So since I see you're looking at this, some people printed, some people not printed. So give you this. You can look at your right. Can you see it? Everybody see it?
Yeah.
So what's today's?
吸顶法.
Yes.
Brush.
Okay. So last week was exhale and concentrate. So today we're doing inhale to do some practice. So the inhale for your breathing, you only half of your breathing, you from your Huiyin to your DianTian, or say Sea of the Qi. Then the second half, use a little force to push it out. So in the original one, so when we expand the inhale, say expand your, let's say, okay, number 2, right, the DianTian breathing. So you expand all the way from your Huiyin to your Qi Hai, then you back, exhale. That's your full thing. But today, so go halfway and half of your breathing to here, then push. The second half, you need to try to push a little bit as you inhale to finish that inhale. Then go back. Inhale halfway, then the second half with a different mentality. Push a little bit. Remember I said previously, I would say that 细长慢柔, right? Thin, long, slow, smooth. But today, the second half, we don't want to do that. We want to push. Give a press. Press your, go, then press. That so first, the instruction is clear. Maybe you say, how do I do that? Yes, hopefully up to now, you see that one step at a time, and up to here, you say, oh, that's I can't do that. That's fine. So you practice. You should be able to do that. How about do it together now? Question?
Yes. You say we use half.
Inhale half.
Inhale half, and then from the half, the second half, we have to push all the way to the belly.
No. So this is still to the DianTian.
Oh, the still in the DianTian.
Still in DianTian.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, so for this today's, actually you can subdivide into 3 techniques. Maybe I should just say one. So the first one is 3 So 7.1 is halfway, then half press to dantian. The 7.2 will be halfway goes to your side already. Then push it. Then the third will be half goes to dantian. Then the second half of the inhale, press your back, your mingmen, or so the three separate techniques to different areas. One is the dantian, second is to the waist, third is to your back, or say the mingmen, or say the mingmen, which is the point directly opposite of your navel. We call the mingmen, means life gate, or the gate of life, which is very important acupuncture point. But for now, try the number, the first 7.1. Inhale half, then second half, press your dantian, then back, exhale. Then do that. Just press your dantian 5 times. Five inhale, exhale.
Teacher, is the push a quick push or a slow push?
Quick, definitely a little quicker.
Okay.
A little quicker. I say a little quicker because later on, for the usage, will be very fast. That's different. We're not now. That could be very forceful, and you want to build up your chi and build up all the area before you do that. So don't do that. So that's why I see this. I say inhale here, then you press. Give you a pressure or strength. Not inhale then don't do that. Inhale then push. Inhale, then
yeah, when we do the push, actually our stomach will just go out, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the push.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
It will continue expanding.
Yeah.
Yes. The expanding is will be the same. Not like the number 6, right? So last week's we build up the area, the chi, concentrate the chi there. So we don't want to change the size. If you don't change the size, then you can build up the pressure, right? So it's different.
Mm-hmm.
So today is inhale halfway, then continue with the intent. You push or a little force to continue expand. Okay. Try it, then you might have some more questions.
Question.
Okay.
What's happening to the exhale there?
Exhale, just exhale. Yeah. So when I did not mention, just go the
Where?
normal way. Yeah, the regular way.
Regular way, just normal.
Yeah, so inhale, then exhale. Inhale, exhale.
Or gradually.
Yeah, gradually. Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the exhale.
Huh?
So one more question. The exhale, go back to the end of the exhale, go back to the chi high, or go back to the southpaw.
Exhale. You say exhale from chi high, go back to southpaw.
Okay, thank you.
Right? Yeah. Oh, okay. So let's do it. Okay. Any questions? Any comments?
So when you exhale, you still tighten your no more tighten.
No. Just tighten the whole thing. Not yes. Exhale is tighten the whole thing. Don't think about any specific area. Like I said, it's general, right? Just like
Okay.
number 2, right? Because do not do the tighten the anus too often. When it's not necessary, don't do that. I tell you the reason why we do that. Like the number 6, because the pressure is going to build up, then you do that. Don't blankly doing that. You general tighten. Your belly you're going to tighten. Your anus, your whole area you're going to tighten. That's fine. But don't specifically do that. Don't do that. Because I see maybe you know other types. Other types just blankly just do that. Actually, I don't want to come. Actually, it's not necessarily good because that can very easily get into the 痔疮. So don't tighten for every breathing. When it's necessary. When you want to relax, if it's possible. Relax means use as low strength as possible to do that. It's so many people that nowadays used to be this was the secret. Now so many people, oh, they heard about the tighten the anus, so they say, okay, this is good. Yes, in some practice, some condition is very good, but a lot of people understand a little bit, not understand the full, so they blanket apply. So every time tighten the anus, don't do that.
Okay, I have a question. So today's lesson is only do back and forth, not to the side, not to the back.
Today is 7, right? I said
Right.
7.1 is what you said. 7.2 is go to the side.
Oh, still goes to the side.
It's going to the back, to the Mimen, or say the life gate or the gate of life. You say that, right? Because I answer what was that? Alphonse was asking that question, right? So I would say, okay, maybe I'll just give you the whole picture. Today, 7.1, 7.2, 7.3. We just did the 7.1. Then 7.22 is that still halfway to DianTian, then halfway expand your side, then go back. The 7.3 is halfway inhale to your DianTian, then this time directly to your back, to your Minmen, to your gate of the life. The second half.
老师, I have questions.
Okay.
I have trouble to push the qi. So I don't know, when you push the qi, do you use muscle to help the push, or just 你的意念让你的qi push the second half?
Okay, that's good question. So actually, it's same. You say this is muscle, this is the qi. Muscle and the qi goes hand in hand. The breathing going hand in hand in this sense. So you don't want separate that. So for now, you say I don't have a feeling about qi. Yes, so you only do your inhale. You only do your muscle. If you keep doing that more, the qi will come with it. Will come. So most of the people like that. So rare people that I inhale, but I feel the qi very strong. So the qi push my expand. That's fine. Focus on both. Focus on later on. Those three things become one thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's we need to practice, right? So once we know the method, we cannot get that
我完全不了
right
解
away, which is the normal, which is
我的
that's why we practice, then you will get it.
我以为他今天只是教这个。
Okay, so question?
I have a question.
Yeah.
So this week's practice is 7.1 or 7.1, 7.2, 7.3, all together.
I want to do the all together. I don't, because some people already probably think that's too slow. But I know definitely some people say that it's they a little not say struggle, they still try to catching up, right? So I want to find the midpoint. But today I want the three, all those three. So okay, so
I have a question.
Yeah. Okay, it's almost end, right? So if it's got cut off, please rejoin. We can continue. Okay, continue question because we only did the 7.1, right?
Okay. The difference between 7.1 and 7.2 is 7.1 Dantian go all the way out.
Yes.
7.2 Dantian go halfway, then go to the side.
Yes.
And
A little
7.3.
bit at the same time. Yes.
So the Dantian is different between 7.1 and 7.2, right?
Yes.
It's different.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you.
Very
老
good.
师，像你有没有recording？就是大家 miss the class 之后还可以看的。
有。
哦。我们可以在网上找到是吧？
Okay.
Yes.
So I guess everybody's so this is 6 or 7 weeks. You didn't know that we have the recording. So I will send you that the link, and so I guess most of the people, they already subscribed the channel. So if I have updates, you will get notice even. Yeah. Okay. I will tell you later. Yeah.
我就叫他 repeat，重新 repeat
So
一
if
遍
you
给我们朋友。
so that's the whole purpose for this for people to review. So actually, what's Rich asked a good question. So he's looking at the complete review, right? So yes, compare the 7.1. 7.1, you expand your Dantian a little bit, not fully. The second half you push to the full expand and or even a little bit more than used to be, because that's the press. Then you go back. For the second one, so you expand, inhale, almost halfway. Then you want press to the side. Your Dantian will move out a little bit, but definitely it's not to the full because you focus on the side. The reason that I show you this is so it's easy for you to see, right? So focus to that. Then